Happy, happy, happy. It's a beautiful day today. How is everybody? Girl, we gotta get up. Chop, chop. Girl, it's Thursday. So exciting. I don't know about anybody else, but I cannot wait for this week to chill a bit. I have shows this weekend. Looking forward to getting out of my house. Good morning, Ollie. Were you at the writing group today? I missed it. I had another late night bowling. What are you saying? Okay, Victoria. Holiday, good morning. Girl, it's Thursday. Girl, it's almost Friday. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody? 78 degrees in South Florida. Girl, it is not. I don't even know what it is here. I should get I keep saying I'm going to get a thermometer for the wall on the other side of the thing. I slept my last day in Cabo. Oh, that's right, girl. You on vacation. All right, let's see. What is the temperature? Right now it's 50 degrees. The high today is 63. Girl, I'm not ready. Did you know that a frozen shoulder is part of perimenopause? That sounds right. I'm going to take for granted that anything bad that happens by this point in life is all menopause. Come on. Oh, the babies. Hey, babies, it's freezing. She's like, girl, let me in. Okay. All right. I know. Flannel season. Happiest time of the year for the middle-aged men. The women love it too. I know. About a month ago. Oh, it's the lawnmower guy. Pumpkin picking, that's so fun. I really want to do like a haunted house this year somewhere. It's on my bucket list. So I gotta find one to scare the bejeebies out of the kids. I mean, when is that not fun? To get kids like on the edge of crying. What? It's our Canadian Thanksgiving. Okay. I never quite understand, like, what's the story? Like, if somebody said, what's the story of your Thanksgiving? I'd be like, we came here, we had the dinner, Indians, pilgrims, it's a thing. But like, what's your origin story for your Thanksgiving? Did you guys have a similar situation? Jimmy Acres Haunted House is very scary. I just bought 2 demonic babies at the Halloween store. So cute. Okay. That's a funny sentence. That is a funny sentence. So I don't want to brag, but last night I went bowling with Natalia. If you really want to scare kids, write them a letter in cursive. You're not wrong. They'd be like, what are these hieroglyphics? What kind of alien language are you speaking? It's a shame, because I remember very vividly getting hit with a ruler by a nun. And I don't know why we would take that out. Take it off the table. I think all children should be afraid of nuns. And B, I think the art of cursive is something that we had to be put through. So I don't know why these children don't have to be tortured in the same way. For the love of Jesus. I'm not sure why Jesus was so into cursive. But the nuns really seemed dedicated that this is what Jesus wanted. And I don't know why. Anybody? Right? Like when you were younger, was anybody confused? You were like, great, he died for our sins. Got it. Great. I have to go to church every weekend. All right. Got it. Jesus wants me to write in Why would Jesus want me to write in cursive? I don't know, but dedicated. Dedicated. Yeah, these youngins, they want to laugh at me for not understanding my computer, but I can run circles around them in cursive. They wouldn't even know what language you're speaking. Yeah. So, let's make that a thing. Bring back cursive. So last night, I'm so old, we call it script, yeah. I'm not that old, Franny. But it's fine, it all works. We should have never gotten rid of it. When you think about it, it's a great way to communicate, but not have children understand what you're saying. So like if you're ever in front of your kids and they start learning how to spell, you know, and you can't hide things anymore, be like, let's write in cursive. They'll have no idea. Penmanship is gone. You said penmanship. Who says that? Just that word seems funny. If I said to somebody, what's your penmanship like? They'd be like, my what? It's Monday. Press send too fast. Origin is the same as yours. You got the Pilgrims? The private school I went to still does cursive. There is no excuse for not being able to write. You're not wrong. In general, there's not a huge need to be able to write in cursive until you watch a kid sign like a health form or a HIPAA form. You know what I'm talking about? Did you ever watch your kids try to sign their names and they look like serial killers? Is it just mine? Just my kids. We had ice cream and my husband said, should I get an SMALL? And she goes, yeah, wait. That doesn't spell large. Yeah, see, kids learn to read pretty early now. And I don't like it. Just start communicating in cursive. Okay. So anyway, so last night, Talia and I went out for her birthday to go bowling. But there's a bar there and it's fun and whatever. And Natalia was like, I haven't gone bowling in forever. And I was like, yeah, no, neither have I. She's like, are you good at bowling? And I was like, well, I did get an A in college, so. And she was like, what are you talking about? I said, I don't want to brag, Natalia. This isn't the place. It's your birthday. But I'm probably going to beat you because I had an A in college. And I did. I killed her on the first round. But I was like, this is a warm-up. And then, yeah, you had bowling in high school. I didn't get it till college. And I said, do you know what these dots are on the floor? And she was like, I don't know what these dots are. I said, let me explain. And she kept going to the left. I said, then just move over a couple dots to the right and it'll even out. Apparently that doesn't work for Natalia. She had to go 6 lanes over and then roll the ball. And then maybe it would have hit. She was like, can I just move a couple lanes? It was funny. It was bad. But the second game she won because I was playing, by the second round of games, I was playing 9-pin bowling. If you were looking for 9 pins to go down, I'm your girl. It was the 10th pin. It was just like, no. So then she won, but it was her birthday, so it was fine. So good times. So that's it. I did go to the doctor's yesterday, but it was the girly doctor, and I don't want to upset a lot of the men here, but women have to go to the doctor for girly parts, and guys don't do that or talk about it. Anybody? I could go like into a lot of detail because it was actually quite comical. So there's that. Give us the deets. Okay. So I don't know how many women I have my annual mammogram. Let's talk about it. Let me school you. So you know I got the kidney stones. Well, besides, did you know, and men, this is important to know, for when you're talking to your lady friends and it seems like you know nothing, which you don't. I know, Renee. Did you know that if you get 3 UTIs in a calendar year, I guess whenever, in a year, that you are considered to have like a regular issue and you need a specialist? Did you know? Raise your hand if you knew. My wife had to get a stent for her stones. Yeah, Coop, I've never had that and I don't want it. Anytime I have to go under for a lithotripsy, I'm like, do not put a stent in. And they're like, well, I go, if I wake up from this and there's extra parts in here, I'm gonna be real mad. So Chef Lord said he knew. How many of the women knew that? If you have 3 or more UTIs in a year, you have a problem. So we had a whole conversation about it. Never knew that about, yeah. And I have one every 2 weeks. Yeah, my dad was a urologist as well. What? Oh, has a urologist as well for that. I thought he said he was a urologist. I'm like, I gotta call your dad. But it's like that with strep. Yeah, it's a problem. And so, yeah, probably. So now I've been trying to find, because I keep having lots of infections. So now I have to go to a urogynecologist. And there's one urogynecologist that did not want to see me. She was like, no, we're not for you. we don't deal with that. And I go, well, I'm having problems with UTIs and I'm also having problems with lady parts. And they're like, we don't see lady part problems. You have to go to a vulvar specialist. Girl, oh what? You have to go to a vulvar specialist. Raise your hand if you've ever heard that word before. Oh, you didn't think he was getting this conversation this morning. And I gotta leave like 2 minutes before 9, so it's gonna be a short conversation. It's probably best. Vulvar specialist. And I said, but you're urogynecology. It's in the name, it's in the title. She goes, we don't do it. And I go, well then I think that you're not urogynecology. I think you might just be uro. So we had a big fight. So that was one practice. Then I went to this other practice. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, this other place won't see me because they don't do gyno, even though it's in the name. Wait, I am way behind. A what? You have to go to a vulvar specialist. And so, anyway, I go to this appointment yesterday, and she says, is it because my bladder dropped and the vajayjay is starting to fall out? Girl, I've heard that. I don't have that, but there's a lot. Then they were asking me about my pelvic floor. I go, bitch, stay off the floor. I don't know what words you're all saying, but I don't like any of them. Okay? Oh yeah, don't talk about my hips. It's a vulvar specialist. No, it's for the outside. Who knows? And maybe the inside. I don't know. Sarah, it's a lot. They work on the vulvas. Yeah. So I go yesterday and she goes, now listen, this is, this is not like a regular gynecological exam. And I was like, I don't know how many different ways you think this can be done. She's like, it's different. I will not use a speculum. Now, I've lost half the audience, and I'm fine with that. And I was like, okay. And she's like, I'm gonna have this Q-tip, and I'm just gonna touch stuff. And I was like, that sounds fun. And and she was like, so just poking around down there. And I was like, my mom's uterus is falling. I can't. Kezzy, I never take baths. Like if you keep getting UTIs, I don't think it has anything to do with your bath. It's just like I don't know. There's a dermatologist that is part of the vulvar specialist group. Fun fact. Did not know either. I know, Lana, I just figured let's just talk about it. And they're either just gonna get real quiet and listen and be like, I had no idea. I'm gonna learn a lot of stuff. Or they're just so confused their head just explode. Okay, so I just had the ultrasound done, Melanie, last week. Now, she is doing the transvaginal ultrasound. Again, we're gonna lose half the audience. Fine. Girl, she was up in there taking pictures like she was at the Grand Canyon, like just for 20 minutes. I go, how many? I didn't realize that there were so many angles. And it was a lot. I was like, I feel like we could wrap it up. She's like, listen, a lot of people don't know this, but I can't take wide pictures not wide. I feel like that's aggressive. When I take pictures, they're like slices of pictures, and then you have to put it all together. So I'm trying to look at your bladder. No, that's different. She was not up there. To look at your uterus, and then I have to look individually at each ovary. It was a whole, I got headshots, but of my bottom area. So it was a lot. Joyce, it was the wrong analogy. It's just that you would take a lot of pictures in the Grand Canyon, not in terms of expansiveness, is not accurate. I don't know where you would take a lot of pictures of a tiny space, I guess is my point. So there's, just so you know, there's about 4 doctors on the case now. How did you get your gynecologist to do HRT? This is a new doctor to me. So my doctor suggested it, and now I go to like a women's clinic. So it's not your I would not suggest you go to your gynecologist it's a new portfolio I'm putting together. It's my new profile pic for my Facebook page. So stay tuned, because my ovarian headshots are coming. And so yeah, but there's like 4 people discussing my vagina right now. I mean, not just here, like as scientists. But and we talk a lot about pH. There's a lot of pH conversations. Yeah. And I think to myself, there's literally 4 people working on this, trying to get everything leveled out. And I think to myself, how often in a 5-year period does a doctor look at a man's stuff? And the responsibility for this, it's the upkeep it's a lot. Anybody feeling this? We'll go into it more tomorrow. But it's just like a lot. Do you ever just think, it's just too much? Yeah. pH, yes. It's just too much. People actually ask for my number, I'm gonna be like, you looking for my pH? Because I skew alkaline. That's what I'm gonna say moving forward. too much. It's just, ugh. I said to Jason, I said, you should write a thank you note to all of these people. You should write, yeah. Mm-hmm. It is too much being a woman. Mm-hmm. I know, Candace. I keep freezing. I'm gonna have to go anyway. I have an appointment at 9. We're bebopping today. So I'm just letting you know that in case anybody got issues, you gotta go deal with it and go to a urogynecologist and sometimes a vulvar specialist. I'm just saying, I just threw out so many words, men's heads are exploding. But I want you to know that these are the words that women have to deal with on a semi-regular basis, and it is a lot. Mm-hmm. So there's that. Okay, there's that. I wonder if I need a referral. Now, I'm telling you, the one place, Shakendra wouldn't even see me in person. They said the first appointment, if you want to see urogynecology, has to be telemed. I go, I don't know if you understand this. I don't know how you're going to do telemed for urogynecology. I had to talk her into talking to me. She didn't have one. Then she said vulvar specialist, and I was like, I'm out. But then I met this other lady, and it was one of those appointments for the gynecologist where when you're waiting for your practitioner to come in. This is my first time meeting her. She's really nice. Two people come in, her and another girl. And listen, the minute you hear the second set of footsteps come in on a gynecological visit, you're like, girl, why we got to do training today? Then she gave me the best compliment. She's down there, she's poking stuff. Does this hurt? Does this hurt? She's pointing to stuff. Then she says, Dena, you actually have a great, she goes, you're a great example to use for teaching. And I was like, well, I get told that all the time. So, I already knew. If anybody needed to learn, apparently I'm the one to sit down with. Is that the right? I don't know. Maybe this is your calling as well. Maybe you were meant to have you be used to teach. That's how good it is. And I forgot she said that. It's all coming back to me. I actually had a really good compliment yesterday. Yeah, listen, anybody, oh, you have nice hair. Anybody could get that. When's the last time somebody said that your is really good for teaching? I don't know, Katie. She said, I don't know if that's a good thing. Oh, I think it is. Because if it wasn't, they'd be like, this is really, none of these parts are where they're supposed to be. Could you imagine if you went in there and they were down there like, well, this is not supposed to be here. Katie, think about it. What if you went in and they're like, this is not at all in the right spot? So, new side hustle. Some people are art models. Some of us, gynecological. Don't be jelly. Now you're going to be down there and be like, oh, I should talk to my doctor. All right, listen. I just want to show up in the beginning of the day and give you something to talk about. Now, Shakendra just said, mine was reported as an unremarkable uterus. Listen, not everybody can be remarkable. I hate that when they say that. It was unremarkable. I saw the kidneys, they're unremarkable. I'm like, I don't know, I thought they were nice. Why don't you mind your business? You can't say something nice to a lady? All right, I gotta go. All right, it was good to see you. I'll see you tomorrow morning. It'll be great. I'm sure we'll have a lot more to talk about. All right, thanks to our moderators as always, Sasha,